have to move it and come back because this is so ridiculous. Right. Okay, we are rolling. This won't be in the final.
Make sure I don't fall into this pit.
Yeah, because we don't want any WCB claims as a result.
I don't want to be on a blooper reel.
That's right. Okay, so Troy, we're in a... Oh my God, this looks so great. You in the green tree. So, here we go.
Do they need to be quiet?
Yeah, so we're shooting right now.
She's about to leave,
Oh,
so I don't know.
do you have 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. All right. So, Troy, today is a big treaty annuity payday. How are you feeling about how everything's gone off?
Oh, I feel elated. It's an emotional day. It's a big day. I feel privileged to be able to see history in the making.
And would you, I'm sure that you've been at other events like this. What makes this one different from those events?
Well, what makes this different than most of the other treaty pay events is that those have been going on for over 100 years. And there's a lot of ceremony and culture that attached to those kinds of events. This one is unique because it's the first time that they've done it this way. And this is a community that, you know, not very long ago didn't exist because of historical events, decisions that were made by Canada in the past. And this is a culmination of efforts trying to reconcile that history with a future that sees a recognized community come together. And this event is significant because, you know, there's over 200 people here today. There's hopefully enough, just as many, and there's many more out there to come back and celebrate and reacquaint. It's like a family reunion in there. And it's historical also because it demonstrates what lengths these people have gone through for something like this to happen. They don't yet have that full recognition that they seek, but this is a major step towards that. And it tells us, as representatives of the government and the bureaucracy, that hey, they're here and they never really went anywhere. They just went away for a while, and they've all come back. And it's emotional because I've had an opportunity to actually speak to every single person individually in that room. And the emotion that they're expressing, there's a lot of tears. There's a lot of family members there that haven't seen each other for decades that are coming together. And our city doesn't know this history like it should. This country doesn't know this history like it should. And this event is a start of a new chapter of the history of the Michel Nation. And it's something that everybody needs to see and appreciate what happened there to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
And for you, when you gave your presentation today, you were speaking sort of on behalf of Canada.
Yes.
And so how do you carry that weight? Like, how do you approach that?
I carry it proudly, recognizing also that I walk between two worlds, representing the government of Canada and Canadians who have an interest in this as well. And trying to work with and manage the expectations of a community that has been stepped on for so long, and play whatever role I can to elevate them, to give them a voice. Because I'm one person, and there's lots of other people that will be involved in the decision on what happens to the future of this community. And we are using events like this to build that narrative, to make it strong, to make it difficult to say no to. And I have every confidence that this community will emerge where they needed to be and find their place in history that was taken from them.
And so when you say, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you look back on today, what do you think is going to be at the front of your mind? Pride, honor that I was a small part of that,
and I'll think back to the journey it took to get here. I've met some unbelievable people who demonstrate every day tremendous acts of courage, grace, and passion, and profound patience in trying to advance their cause. And this movement of theirs has been going for decades, but it just hasn't gotten the traction that it needed to go where they want to go, which is full recognition as the Michelle Band. And so I'll look back fondly and proudly that I played a small role in that.
Okay, I've got one last question for
Yeah.
you. For those that you're passing the torch on to when you retire, do you have any words that you'd, right now in this moment, that you'd like to convey to them, and honestly to all public servants working towards reconciliation?
To be honest about Canada's history, and to be honest in the role that government played in that history, and understand that there's an obligation not just to represent the government of Canada, but to represent other citizens who may have been left behind as a result of government action. They have a profound obligation to keep that movement going.
Okay, that's great. Do you have anything else?
No.
Because I can talk to you. I'll grab you again, probably.
Okay, yep.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
yep.